to unmute. Whoops. Okay. Basically, what I've been doing right now is I am just getting a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of like transparent renders and stuff. So I can make some thumbnails for the rest of the... How you doing, Chroma? Welcome in. How is you? I is fine. Once again, I is fine. Where is... There's something. I'm gonna skip through all this. He is good. Question mark. Save that. Let's not look too deeply so I don't get spoiled accidentally. I already know some spoilers just because of the fact that I played Smash. I don't want to get spoiled too deeply now. Let's minimize that and move onward. Just finished playing a demo for a game. I think I might have actually seen that. Or no. No, it's just a trailer for a game you posted. Never mind them. I guess never mind that. I guess what demo did you finish playing then? Who sent me a notification? Oh, you did. Okay. Yes. While I await, I will get started on the first thumbnail. Which is basically just going to be the thumbnail I use for the entirety of the new dual triangle. And it is essentially going to be the first one again. Nice exit. Pry into the void. Well, I got a chance, I might as well Google that. Pry into the void game. It's a demo that's... I assume that means it's not quite out yet. Or no, never mind. It is. It was released in 2022, at least. One that I'm seeing. Yeah, that's correct. I imagine it does still have some variation of a demo. Yeah, it does. I mean, obviously, it does. You played it. Seems alright. Wait. Oh, the demo was released 2 years ago. It has not been like fully officially released. Gotcha. Okay. Yes. This is gonna seem very weird, but it's 420. It just recently tried the new demo. It's good. It was good. That's good to hear. So if I go to like really confusing though. I wonder. I know his name cooked during it. What did I do for this one? What did I name it under this one? Okay. Oh, I get what it is. Okay. Oh, the music stopped for a second. I don't know why it didn't just go with the bigger eraser. I should probably follow up on on what you said. How was it confusing? Was it just because of the was it just because it was like incredibly difficult, or was the story just kind of poorly told? Is there the story? The story. Okay, that makes sense then. Those can always be a little. Oh, not that. Gameplay was fine. It's just the story that was confusing. I see. I don't want to do D&D VA. But alas, you must. Apparently. Selecting a one-shot Dark Souls D&D session. I mean, to me that does sound fun. But I also know you are like talking about the VA portion of it. And I imagine, why does this happen? Okay. I don't know. You, Apple. Oh. Oh, Appalosa? I see. I understand why you are first. I'm pretty sure Appaloosa is legal for the link of this new event, right? I'm not crazy. I thought she was legal. Appaloosa, my least favorite. Summoned her an evil eye anyway. That's interesting. Oh, what did I choose for each one? You obviously got this treatment. White. That's obviously white. There, yep, beans. That makes sense, yeah. Do I have any Link monsters saved that I can like pull from? What if we do this? There we go. Nope, redo that. Voices is making me sad. Ooh, is it not? Is it not shaping up the way you wanted it to? I take it. Reason the deck isn't bad. that big enough? Let's actually go 52 then. 0 out of 10 hot garbage. I can't play good cards. Let's see. I take it in that case, it is bricking to high heaven for you then. No? That it's performing too well. Oh, I get it. Like, you're playing a good deck, and now it's kind of... deck does not... Right. Because you want to stay in, like, gold and stuff. So that you don't, like, you face other, like, more... So you can face other decks that are more your speed. Gotcha. Like, more fun decks, basically, is the most important part of it. So if you get a deck that wins too much, you end up in a weird situation where, yeah, I get it. I want to play against fun decks like E-Hero or Predaplant. Instead, it's just Tenpai, Snake Eyes, the whole shebang. That explains it, yeah. Like facing Predaplant. I mean, I haven't really faced Predaplant proper in a while. Split it as a JPEG. When was the last time I know it was during the Fusion Festival, or the Fusion Synchro Xyz Festival. Or no, even the Fusion Link Festival. I remember I faced it once, and it was fine. Yes, it has issues starting, and I'm just being a big jerk, but it's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess in this case, there is counterplay, armored. I wonder, what if I just add a drop stick? I don't think I can even really see it. Michael ground on Ramsey. Nightmares on Guy Fieri. That deck is cooking. to this attack line. I think my voice assist is pretty good. I actually, that does remind me, I have not actually gone to see your voiceless deck. I could probably just do it now. I imagine it's probably one of the most recent voiceless decks. Actually, there might have been a few more recent, I guess. There we go. Voice the 70. Oh. It's... Yeah. You also did the Octoatic Rika. For whatever reason, I couldn't find it in there. Yeah, that looks about right. Double 2 Zephyr just to round it out. Maybe cutting Pot of Extravagance is whatever, but probably also is not like you can play Extravagance definitely. Doesn't really matter. Wish I had Cerberus. Yeah. That is one of those. That is just kind of really good for the deck, but unfortunately it's a UR. I think the extra deck is fine. I thought it looked nice. Obviously, there are some things to like shave off or like exchange once you get them, but it's like stuff like at least fills it out so you can use Prosperity and Extrav to its fullest potential when you get them. Stuff like the Full of Bandages is a decent backup in case things go south. And ideally you'd want 2 or 3 Herald of Arclight, but it's an SR, so it can be kind of pricey. What do I want to put for the title of this? I think the stupid Herald link. Oh yeah. I decided against it there. What do I want to do? that nice? Actually, it's perfect. Not a single flaw drawing about my need to always play Ultimate Slayer. I mean, Ultimate Slayer is a good card, so I understand. Like, I played cards that were basically just Ultimate Slayer targets for a while as outs for Baron. Even in a deck that couldn't even really summon it. Yeah, that's correct. Split Mirror to Ultimate Slayer. It's arguably a much better card, even if Split Mirror has its uses. I think both definitely still have their ups and downs. I'm gonna save as number 3. Do I want to add? So about when the level 6 appears for us if I had it. List I was planning on making on Watcho Pro, but I want to flood my page with unpopular decks. Like Makashi Hunter still plays that. I mean, there are probably still some people who play it. But I see your point. And I guess to some degree, I'm in the boat where I just don't care. I still play it. My favorite archetype. They are the cards that got me into playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh. Cool. Followed by Orcrest. Cool. Yeah, that's... Like, I remember you and your friends had, like, this thing where you, like, play older formats of, new Orcrest cards. I did see that. Those look very nice. Like, a Link 1 for an Orcrest deck is very welcome, in my opinion. Also, they aren't depressed, which is cool. Because, yeah, they've actually had a happy ending for once. Next up would be... Is there a way for me to find, like, a proper tower evolution? There's really none. You know the fact that Galatea 1 becomes our Galatea. Well, I guess, yeah, technically the original Galatea is completely dead by way of sacrificing herself to save Ib. But, you know, still lives on in the new Galatea, basically. Said, recurring yourself by banishing Orcus from grave. Well, I mean, Orcus do need to be banished anyway, but that is, well, I mean, it basically just takes, like, symbol skeleton. Look at the Girsu lines, indeed. Seriously, where are the... Got more of them? Exactly what this deck needed. Come on, give me... You are kidding me. It's unavailable. Monster that isn't Orchestrion, and we are golden. So correct me if I'm wrong, but the new Anil Girsu essentially just replaces Orchestrion, right? In the shuffle one card from your hand to the deck. You take control of one face up monster. Kinda. Orchestrion is just bad. Like, it serves its purpose, but when your competition is essentially Lunkirsu and Galatea and Dingirsu, chances are they're going to be making Dingirsu over you. So I battle a card effects. Carry out 3 banish monsters. Monster. Attacking events of any linked monsters your opponent controls currently. Monster effects are negated. Like, that effect is fine. If you make Shun, you can make Abramax. I guess is the other point. Yeah, you can just make Abramax, or probably not. Well, chances are you're also going to be locked into Darks at that point. So maybe not. But, like, the point is, it's not a bad card, it's just that there are far, far better cards. Just not the best in archetype, yeah, is probably the most important thing about it. Wait, watch make infinity that make infinity in the deck. I get. Yeah, actually, theoretically, you can if there is a level 5, at least 2 level 5 machine darks, which chances are there are. Like, I'm pretty sure World Chalice is level 5, isn't it? Wait, easier method? Hold on, did I misread? What would the easier method be? Level 4 rank up into level 5 light machine, make infinity. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, that definitely works, I guess. Okay, use the Teller Knights or set. Oh. Because. Oh, yeah, that is like what. Because that is what people did, I think, during. Like Pepe. I'm pretty sure it was either Pepe or even the format before it, is they would use the Satellar and Teller Knights rank up. Yeah, probably a strategy for rank up 4 decks a while ago. I did see that. I was mostly thinking about, in Orcust, could you do that? Which I guess theoretically you could. Like, I mean, to be fair, we didn't really. In theory, yes. In practice, not really. And I guess that was kind of the point I was trying to make. Do I have? What was I even gonna do for the next Rise stream? It's probably gonna be like Abyssalis or something, right? I could do Pen. I did Pen Witch. Done Mikanko. Done. My Yugi knowledge is massive. Far superior to mine. I did save it. Lies about the knowledge part. I mean, probably more than mine, honestly. Like, my knowledge is compared to yours, is basically just what do I know about deck building principles, and how does that apply? I have average knowledge, but 0 in terms of meta. I say you do have a bit of knowledge even in maybe not meta, but clearly know you know how to build post 2017 deck building. I guess that's true, given that your start was in I think even technically around toss format would be or after toss format was when you started, and then you got into later formats of Yu-Gi-Oh through your friends, their bets, and Master Duel, stuff like that. No, Toss isn't fun. It does have a soft spot in my heart. Really? I guess there is one thing I know makes that era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Not fun, and that is Mystic Mine. But I have heard a lot of good things about Toss format, and I guess you have more knowledge. Okay. These guys are here FTK or Crust, so unlock things at Mystic Mine. That is fair. VFD did exist at that point, didn't it? Same. And of course Mystic Mine. I guess there's a reason why most of those decks got banned into the ground. Like, after the fact. Thunder Dragon. Yeah, that's fair. Like, people tend to look back very fondly on those types of formats. Not a fan of Colossus. Not really me either. The reason Toss is liked is because the formats after and before were infinitely worse somehow. Interesting. I guess, what was Toss? Like 2018, 2019, around that time. Just because the format immediately after would have been 2020, like Sea Soul, Dark Warrior format, stuff like that. And before was like Draco Zoo with like Masterpiece, Pepe, Masterpiece, Zodiac, Truth King, and afterwards Link Cross, Goki, Tokens, Crystron, Hulk. Gotcha. That makes sense. Nobody wants to face any of those decks at the height of their power. I guess that's true. I can understand that. Be the final weather painter stage after 30 attempts. It really... I need to go back and remember what was the deck for that stage. I did not like facing True Draco Weather Painter in solo mode, using Nemesis Weather Painter. I need to remember how I did it. Because I feel like I got it in like 2 or 3 attempts. Either they just bricked or I opened a god hand. It's not very fun. I don't. I'll need to go back and play it at some point then. Screwed over by core like 7 times in a row. Oh, the almost quit right there. I guess understandable. What was my schedule like? I need to remember. Not as bad as losing to B Trooper 3F0 because Super Poly. Oh yeah. That was something. And that, yeah, I understand that. Where I posted there. Mestival stories, Mestival. Okay. I was not happy. I can see why. Mix of Fusion, Mix Atlas gets hit with Super Poly, loses. Understandable. No, you are only halfway done, beating all the solo stages. That's good. That's good though. Oh, do I not have? Did I ever make Vanadium 1.5 PNG? Skip the common cards or icons because I don't care about them. I never made Vanadium 1.5 as a PNG. I just saved it. Now I'm caring about them harder than I did before. I can understand that. I only played for sleeves or mates. Ah, I gotcha. Which, arguably, those are the. I mean, not even arguably, those are just the best prices you can get from the solo modes. Full stop. That Bananadium is still peak. Yeah, I like it a lot. I just need to. I just found out that after putting it on a black background, there's just a bunch of fuzz that I never shaved off. Shave. Yep. Just need to make sure it's. I could always remove it if you want. I mean, like, this stuff is no big deal. It's basically just filing it down with an eraser. It's more tedious than hard, if anything, so I can just do it. Inside a banana. I might actually want to go like blue for the fill, just so that I'm not deselect. There we go. Classic name or classic meme. Can't type to save my life. Neither can I. So get that. I'll drink to that. Oh, that reminds me, I have a drink. Non-alcoholic, of course. A monster at the moment. That is, I mean, I guess not always alcoholic. And hold on, that does wonder. I have standards. That does make me wonder. I feel like I gave the wrong impression about my drinking habit. I guess maybe so. So, but I also understand that you're not drinking like 24 hours a day. Like, you drink during like streams and stuff. I drink every day. I don't have anything important to do. I'm disappointed. Okay, so caffeine is not as harmful as alcohol. Okay, that's fair. Okay, I gotcha. Basically, one or two monsters, or like one or two glasses of alcohol, are no big deal. It's when you start getting up into the bigger amounts. Not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Although, oop, I imagine that changed when, like, you started going back to school. Subjects are made when I have BA or don't have important things to do. That's understandable. Wednesday, Saturday changed because of school. Makes sense. Sunday is rest day. It's a bit more free and open for alcohol consumption, which is fair. No alcohol, grab a... Oh, never mind then. No alcohol, grab a soda and sleep. Also fair. I just completely misinterpreted. What you were implying there. And my ugly sleep. I'm very much certain that your chances are you are not ugly, or at least not as ugly as I am. But yeah, if you need to get some rest, go ahead and get some rest, Chroma. Thank you for dropping by, and have a good night. I'm not that good looking. I guess if you haven't noticed, I'm big, fat, and wide. I guess if you haven't noticed, I'm like a card game stereotype. I tend to not really like put other people down, or like I tend to react when other people put themselves down with a more of a no sentiment. And obviously, a lot of time there's just going to be some jokes in there. But generally, I just don't really. Isn't it more like slightly rotund in the lower gut? I guess that's not. I mean, maybe considered overweight, but I wouldn't say that's fat per se. I mean, the internet would probably beg to differ. Let's research that anyway. I think my non-functioning bowels for that. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. I guess either way, I kind of got you sidetracked from getting some rest, which you should do. Also note, I'm not a hypocrite, even if I put myself down. The real 6'11" experience, or 6'1" experience. I did not read 6'1" as 6'11". 6'11", I wish. If I ever get properly diagnosed with dyslexia, I would not be surprised. It's all I'm saying. I can't. I am not going to say that I have it. I'm just going to say I would not be surprised in the slightest. Oh, hitting doors would be painful. Oh, yeah, and I think there are also a couple of health issues that come from being tall. So I don't envy people who are that tall. Probably not. What else? Like some of the more obvious stuff I definitely need to. Worse blood. Yeah, worse blood circulation is also a problem. That's the one thing about being tall that I will never. That I'm glad I don't have to deal with. My blood circulation is bad enough on its own from how inactive I am already. I don't need help for that. I guess just these little bits here to be pared down. Oop. I mean, eventually I'll erase the blue background anyway, but I'm gonna pare this down first. Alright. That's good enough. Just okay, now remove this layer and then save. Alright. Okay. still need to do a bit more work on Bananadium now that I've got the chance. I think the only things I really have. This does not look better. Hold on. It looks slightly better, but I swear this looked better than it does. What happened? You got better? But I was more referring to, like, that's what happened. I was referring to the, like, the lines are weird for some reason. That's actually a nice touch they added in this recent update for Krita. Okay, so obviously these lines were hidden, so I couldn't have gotten. I swear it was. I thought I cleaned up all the lines. Apparently, did it not save? Anyway, yeah, go to bed. What is your oh, what's my opinion on toast? Well, I like it. Bad. I thought you said you were gonna get some. I thought you said you were gonna, like, you said you needed your sleep, right? What was it? How many messages ago was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 messages ago you said you needed your sleep. I assumed that meant you were going to go to bed. I mean, I guess that's my mistake, but nah. Oh, so you need sleep, you're just not going to get it. I don't go to sleep, the sleep goes to me. I'm so lazy that I'm too lazy to do nothing. What type of logic is that? It's the backwards kind. That's the kind of logic it is. It's like, I don't know what it's like, actually. It's hard to think of a example of that isn't, like, very strictly political. And I don't really want to start getting into political discussions on the stream. If I'm doing something, I don't want to do something, but if I'm not doing something, I need to do something. I feel like I kinda understand what that is. And like for me, like I was diagnosed with ADHD 2, 3 years ago, and that was kind of one of the like the leading symptoms, the lack of motivation to do anything. Living oxymoron. Like part of the reason I got diagnosed was because of that lack of motivation to do anything when I needed to do something productive, but a whole heap ton of motivation to do just the most random stuff. Like I legitimately know that feeling just from my diagnosis. Not motivation, but also a lot of it. It's just actually getting yourself to do that thing that's productive. Like, yeah, I kind of think like I want to do something or I need to do something, but I just cannot find it in myself to do it for one reason or another. Like I have the motivation to do all the important things: dishing, showering, cleansing. But then I get motivation to game. I play for 20 minutes and stop for the rest of the day. I think basically you have the opposite problem, where like I have to physically remind myself to do the important stuff in some way, or else I'll just get lost in whatever like non-productive thing I'm doing. To be able to game 6 hours every day. At least, yeah. And like I can definitely still put those numbers in. Stream. Well, that's usually later in the day, so I don't normally anymore. Last year, I can't even play 1 hour every day. Ooh. My schedule didn't even change that much. Like, I guess, yeah, school might have not helped with that, but that was only like that was not the entirety of this year, except Wednesday and Friday, nothing. Which I guess is the most important bit of information. You didn't really change anything you do. My only 2 days of class. Do I have this on? I do. I don't think I have it on low, actually. It might have something to do with lack of interest, which depending on the reasoning could be like a pretty bad sign, all good things considered. Like you're just losing interest in things you once enjoyed doing. A decent amount whenever I used to game. I just read a lot more, but game a lot less. Reading webtoons, rulebooks, manhwa, manga, novels, everything. I don't know. I guess. I don't know, maybe like a weird extended form of burnout is like my first thought. But yeah. It is. They seem as unfortunate. I play Reverse 1999, Master Duel, KGC, and Fire Emblem nowadays. I guess. Well, I mean, I guess I can kind of sympathize with that because I remember when I was younger, I would play, I guess, a lot more. I'd play a lot of mobile games. Each of them had like daily rewards and stuff that kept me interested until eventually I just decided not to bother with it anymore and cut it entirely. And I basically only have Master Duel that I play on my phone. Like maybe one or two mobile games that I'll visit every so often. Monster Game are Almighty Smart Face came from. Yeah, actually. Which I I'm both surprised and not surprised that you'd recognize it, that it came from a game, unless I specifically mentioned it before, which I might have. Yeah, one of the games I used to play was the mobile game, Super Monster League, which I think I still have in my mobile game library. We had this kind of like months ago. Yeah. That makes sense. I just forgot about it. Which I can. That makes sense if I just forget about it. My memory's terrible. My mascot came from Super Monster League. I just made my channel name that, and like 4 years down the line, here we are. Like 4 or 5. Holy, how long ago did I name this channel Sportfist? It has to have been at least 4. It might be like 6 or 7 even. I've been watching since March. Actually, that huh. That's actually, I guess, yeah, that does put into perspective. I have actually not really known you in the grand course of things. I have not really known you or really anyone I've talked with on stream that long. Following here that long. I'm still one of your first followers. Yeah, I, and I have myself to blame for that to some degree. But I, I guess I am actually glad that you took the time to follow me, along with all the weird random stuff that I do, all the long, drawn out spiels that I will do occasionally. To some degree, especially with the way that I kind of borked my own, uh, like like start to streaming by accidentally having stream chat like disabled for like 2 months, or for like a month or two. And the same for me when I first started YouTube. Mm. Yeah, I decided to pay it back here on Twitch, and that is, yeah, that is very nice of you. Okay. I think I need to just. First YouTube series account had a total of 10K views before I quit it. That's like, sure, in terms of YouTube, that's not a lot, but that is a lot of views for like a singular channel to have. The Night Alice is Discord will forever be missed. That was your Discord, wasn't it? So I know you mentioned you had one a while ago that you have since deleted because it became too much to manage, especially since you weren't doing anything with it. "73 members. Like, that's not. I'm sure that's not a lot, but that's pretty big for a Discord. For Discord chat, especially of a smaller streamer. With 3 moderators, including yourself. Now, by the time you quit, basically it just became too much of a hassle. So better just shut it down entirely, which is understandable. Make sure I save this just in case I mess up again. Now, sadly, enough lost art gameplay codes. Yeah. That kind of sucks to hear. Like, that much has been lost. The code from a fan game code was for a fan game that I mentioned a while ago. Huh. A fan game for you, I take it, or no, like a fan game for someone else then. Or no, I should actually Pokemon. Makes sense. That's fair. I should actually let you answer questions before I ask new ones. That is something I definitely need to be better at in general. Pokemon Maya and Aztec. You might have mentioned that before, actually, to some degree, because that very much rings familiar. I also wouldn't be surprised if the current state of Nintendo, they decided to take it down by force, but the entire thing doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Cancelled way before the Nintendo changes. Okay. That's not. I guess I can also kind of understand that, since maybe some of them grew up or were not able to properly make the game anymore for one reason or another. I don't know. I said I didn't grow up in that. It doesn't necessarily need to be children to want to make a Pokemon fan game. Chances are it's probably even actually more likely for an adult to make a Pokemon fan game than a kid at this point, to some degree. My first ever series playthrough was Pokemon Sweet version. Well, another fan game, I imagine. And I also imagine that might be lost to time as well. At the time, brutal fan game. Wouldn't expect that from a game called Sweet, but okay. Still exists, but it is considerably easier compared to Kaizo, etc. Okay. Sweet was named that way because all the Pokemon were transformed into sweet desserts. I see now. That makes sense. But apparently they hit hard and made it very difficult. At least according to based on what you said. it was for the time about 9 or 10 years ago, challenging for a Pokemon game. Interesting. Now, that there are definitely probably harder Pokemon fan games, or even just Pokemon games in general. Because I know people love making Pokemon extremely difficult for some reason. Or maybe for some reason, just because special place in my heart. I mean, yeah, it's your first playthrough. I imagine for a lot of people, their first projects, even if they don't really age well, still hold a place in their heart. Even if just as a sign of how far they've come as a creator. I'm 100% biased towards Squirpie and Strawmander. Those are great names, actually. Like, if that channel, that version of me doesn't exist anymore. Which, I mean, mine still exists. I just don't use it anymore. It's dead in the water entirely. I think to a degree, even some of my started YouTube when I was 13. I think I was I 11? I'm not this channel, of course. I'm old now. Yeah, I feel like I started started when I was 11. And then that did not go anywhere, obviously. So I didn't do anything until 4 or 5 years ago when I tried again on this channel with a very, very small series that was basically just me talking into the mic like I am doing right now. And now many things have changed. Many things have changed for me, even in the time since what I was talking about right here, which was my first foray at Twitch in the form of a series called Your Local Introverts Friday Nights, which, as I was saying, it was basically just me talking into a microphone, watching YouTube, or reading stuff on Reddit. And it did and it was horrible. I think both of them of my attempts were. I think to some degree they still do hold, maybe not they hold a place in my heart, in the sense that that is a point in my life where I decided to do something, even if it didn't really stick properly. Would have watched it. I mean, I guess I should make this clear. It was horrible, not just content-wise, but because I did not know what I was doing, even less than I do now. And for half of them, my mic was just off, and I was talking to no one. I want to get back into streaming content, but my hands are full. Yeah, college definitely is what ultimately made me stop the first time, even if, arguably at the point, I could have kept going to some degree, because I was only really doing it on, like, Friday nights. The thing that keeps me tied to it is no passion to it. Um, I also already have other things to do in my free time. Yeah. Fighting NBA, mostly. I guess, but then, like, part of the reason why I wanted to get back into doing it was, like, the idea that I could do it right and that I could actually put some amount of, like, get some amount of motivation to do stuff. And maybe that'll apply to the rest of my life as well. Reading after that, I need to expand my horizons. And I think to some degree it has kind of helped. There are multiple reasons why I decided to start streaming again, and part of it is, like, that motivation thing. My poke. Good one. Okay, that was bad. No, it was fine. I liked it at least. I mean, I'm not always the best person to tell you what are good and bad puns, but I liked it. I still never finished a stream series. I think you have kind of mentioned that before. Like, you would just hop from one, like, series to another, just whenever you, like, you felt like it or got bored. No, I technically did finish Code Vein, but I ended it off me starting a new game plus run and never completing it. That's a really funny technicality, but yeah, the new yeah, not, he didn't complete the new game on stream, so I beat it on stream, and then started a new game plus and never beat that on stream. It's not everything, yeah. And I think it's technically I'm in the same boat. I plan on getting the three endings. But that just never came to pass for one reason or another. Uh, yeah, I'm by technicality, I'm in the same boat of I have not finished Stories Arise, even though I've technically finished them. You know, for one, and hating that bad game was Nope. I guess you also don't necessarily have to beat every game you play, especially if you're not liking it for one reason or another. Spite is a powerful thing. Spite is a very powerful tool. That would take a long time, and I mean a long time. I think I want to stream and beat is Crystar. Train. That's my own playthrough is like 60 hours and barely above 50% of the way through. It is slow. That does sound pretty slow, actually, yeah. My speedrun is 2 hours. I mean, that is a pretty fast speedrun, but for a game that size, it is definitely kind of slow, actually. I mean, for speedruns, it's like a relatively long speedrun. But usually that games do speedrun that long if it takes like 60 hours to beat it normally. Could beat it in one stream, but that would not be my goal. I mentioned your goal would be more or less like 100%ing it like the normal way. Let people experience the game. Yeah. %, would take like a year, maybe even longer, depending on what it takes to actually get 100% achievements. Max level is excruciatingly slow. At level 45, 60 hours in. I imagine there's probably like a farming guide or something to get you to that level 100 quickly. But yeah. Increases exponentially every level you go up. Oh, the level requirements, gotcha. That, I mean, chances are someone has broken it, but just doing it normally, yeah, would take a while. Something even saying 60 at 100 hours. Which I guess in retrospect it is only like 4 days straight, which technically is not that long, but still that is a long time. My farming levels, this is how far I've come. a stream for 100 hours, like 4 days straight. Especially if they're not getting rest in between that. That is too lopsided. I guess I could do after image, but that would be weird. A little. Yeah. That's actually still a bit too lopsided. I might want to redo this to some degree. I'm not good at reading simplified. So we need to provide translations from Chinese, and I'm not good at reading simplified Chinese, so that is probably just gonna be a no. At least for now. The game does have English mode with English VAs, but the grammar is not good. Oh, dude. I guess if they had to translate it from Chinese to English, there are definitely going to be some grammatic hiccups depending on who you got to translate it. So that makes sense. Like, English VAs. I guess. Chances are they don't really like. At least this small scale game has almost full voice acting compared to AAA games. That's nice, I guess. That does. Not going to comment to that. Shots fired at AAA games, indeed. Right. Do you think Nintendo or Game Freak could put voice acting in like Pokemon games if they wanted to? Like, would that in general make it feel a bit not like Pokemon? It's like Link has, Legend of Zelda has voice acting, proper voice acting now. So it they can. This Chinese game afford full Chinese and English VAs, but a Trillium game can do that for even just, honestly, even just their native language, Japanese, would probably be enough for some people. In Reverse 1999, free mobile game has full VA in multiple languages. I will mention Reverse 1999 is also on Steam. I believe they recently added it. Which does remind me that every character speaks in their own native language. Oh, that's interesting, actually. Like having multilingual voice casts. So chances are they might have actually gotten a decent budget for like Inessa speaks Russian. The drunk Chinese child, I imagine, speaks Chinese. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd have to say. Multichat speaks German. Indeed, the drunk child speaks Chinese. Imagine hearing that out of context. A knight speaks a French suit of armor speaks French. That the last thing I'll properly do is even a sentient apple is speaking like a proper American gentleman for some reason. It's a contrasting color with yellow, purple. And Sharon Kala wanna speak in. Okay. Some type of Arabian Indian language. Okay. I can't read it. There, I guess. Save this as is. Then I should actually just Satsuki speaks with a Japanese accent. Fair, actually, yeah. How about this with an Italian one? Pavia does with an Italian one. Necrologist sounds like a depressed British woman in line for the GMV. Is a character description of all time. Rabid French screaming, courtesy of Matilda. Chinese is also spoken by Getian. I don't know if I mispronounced that. Isolde speaks with an Austrian German accent. Voyager, an alien or a space human thingy, doesn't speak, but talks in music notes by singing and humming. That's actually pretty cool. Like, that's very cool. Interesting way of showing that a character doesn't speak any known language, just having them like sing in an archaic language. I love Voyager as a character, even though she isn't that good. I mean, any character that sings, even if they are not good, is probably worth, like, loving. That sings as their primary mode of communication, I should add. The only noises the only noise she makes are okay. the only noises that she can make. Huh. And, like, the rest are like singing. She does speak other words, but very, very few. Let's see. It also takes her a very long time to even say those words. Double save, just to be sure. But I think that's... I think I'm actually unfortunately out of time for the moment. Heck. Final piece of lore is straight up this. And I'll just move over to these. I guess I can move over to the just chatting stream so we can actually see it. I forgot to put the 1 second. Pandora Wilson, greetings, Miss Voyager. Voyager smiles. Pandora Wilson. Looked up everything I could, but I couldn't find a word about you. Voyager smiles. Could you tell me anything about yourself? Just keep smiling. Alright, perhaps I should put it in a different way. Are you interested in anything? Butcher grabs a piece of cloth. That's what I'd like to see as the beginning. Miss Voyager, could you please tell us why you are particularly attracted to this piece? Voyager smiles shyly. Where is it? Did I? Of course I messed up. How could I not mess up? Thank you for giving me the interview today. I have to admit that you're the most special interviewee I've ever seen. Voyager, goodbye. Girl, I'm glad we finally get somewhere. Shame it's a little too late. She only said goodbye when it came time to when it came time to actually speak. All she said was goodbye. is truly chat behavior. Let's see. Who can we visit tonight? Braid. My spirit creature, or star creature, since spirit is an actual type in reverse 1999. Yeah. Absolute chat move, only saying goodbye. It's basically what I'm probably gonna have to do right about now. There are 3 types of people in the world. I'm doing art. It's like my size, so it's just. Well, I guess first of all, who's playing Master Duel? Normal people, cringe people, and Voyager only speaking when it really matters. As in when it's time to leave. That is the reason why I like her. Yeah. Doesn't talk. She's just like me for real, for real. She just hums. Okay, never mind then. My first book dialogue is game. It's just her naming piece of music like Forte Concerto. It's the chat. Absolute unit. Did you copy this right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, not it. Wish she was better. I understand. Because I would absolutely love to play that character. That sounds like a lot of fun. I guess. Play Reverse 99? Do it. Maybe someday. Perhaps someday. A professional guide. I'm actually sure you could help a lot. Because for now, it is up. I can teach teach you the ways of reverse 1999. You can indeed. As from now, though, that is basically going to be it for me. I'm going to raid chaos. I go to bed. Because except that you won't get Lucy or Chinese Child. It's no problem. I'm sure I can get through it even without those two. Unfortunately. Yep. Might as well send it. The raid message again. Yep. Thank you. Yep. I'll be back on Thursday for Master Duel with the Try event. Thank you for dropping by, Chroma, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.